I wish it, like, combined into having... Also, is this the first time we're seeing the outside of the turtle? I wish it had combined into having her keep her job. That really sucks. I think that's the first time we saw the outside of the turtle. Oh, everyone's here. Moses.
Well?
Not a peep.
Guess I'm not surprised. Would you come looking for us if you were her?
No, probably not.
But it's not me. It's Safi. Does anyone ever know what she'll do next?
So with all of them being a combination
Maybe
of
we
both
should go
versions, they know that Safi
Wait for her
died,
to pick up
right?
the pieces.
Like, they have that memory. I mean, I want to talk to them all individually.
Meantime,
I really hope it lets me.
Take your time. I'll be here when you're done.
Okay. So yeah, we're going to get to talk to everyone, and then we go back and talk with Moses. Okay.
I want to check on how everyone is
Yeah.
doing first.
I'm glad, because I very much wanted to do that. Cool. Diamond and Moses hanging out. Nice. All right. I mean, yeah, probably everyone. Also, Amanda, because in the alternate timeline, the original alternate timeline, not the in the second timeline, we like went on a date with her and kissed and everything. I'm not sure what to tell someone I just became really close to. Also, yeah, that's a great solution, Reggie. Damn. Reggie's going for it. Hey. Okay. Wait. Yeah, no. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, let's talk to Amanda first.
I have to go see about it.
Cute. Hey, girlfriend.
Supermax.
Yeah.
Guess your secret identity's gone.
Yeah, with everything that happened.
I wanted to tell you.
But you couldn't. Just like with the Maya thing. Any more secrets, or do I finally get to know you now?
No, we're gonna... If there's more?
I don't know. This isn't my first time.
Okay, well, we're
seeing
being
a
honest about that,
storm
so...
like this. It's not super easy to explain.
It is pretty insane.
It is pretty insane, yes.
You know, I remember rejecting you.
Not really
And
rejecting.
you just found a version of me that still wanted you.
It's not really that you
Pretty cool trick.
rejected.
But kind of fucked up.
Maybe a little bit.
Where does that leave us? I'd understand if
It's just that you want...
changes.
It's just that she wanted to take things slow and everything. She wasn't quite
I
ready
don't
and all.
know if I can answer that right now.
You know, that's fair.
All of this scares the shit out of me, honestly. If it weren't you, I don't know how down I would be to play Lois Lane. But it is you. And I like you.
Yeah. I like you too. But if you're not ready, then that's fine. That's understandable. Shit went
I
crazy.
think I need time
Yeah.
to sort out my shit. Give me a little. And then who knows? Maybe you can win me back.
That's entirely fair.
Challenge accepted.
Damn. Nice. That's entirely fair, though. See, this is such like a mature, well-handled like relationship. Also, new message from Gwen. I'll check that in a moment. But it's like I talked about this in previous parts. How I didn't like Max and Chloe's relationship in the first game. How I found it to be extremely toxic and manipulative and whatnot. And this just goes to like really hammer that in for me. Seeing Max being like in a relationship that is extremely like, you know, positive. And even though the relationship is, you know, a bit rocky because things aren't quite you know, clear as to what's happening and everything, and, you know, everything's freaked out. The point of the matter is the way that they're talking about it, the way that they're handling it, the way that they're, you know, actually having proper communication and explanation with each other. It's actively healthy and actively not like what was the case before with Max and Chloe. That wasn't healthy. Gwenabago. Okay. Oh, Gwenabago all the way. Absolutely. Okay, so Gwen's not here. We're not going to be able to say goodbye to her, but her and her wife are heading out on the road. They're going to find a place with each other, and that's good. It's a good ending for them. I still wish Gwen had, you know, kept her job, but at least she gets a good ending. And we're on good terms with her, so that's also good. So, snapshot?
One more photo for the road?
Sure. You keep at this, I'm gonna have to start charging a modeling fee.
Ha ha. Say cheese.
I will not.
Retake. That's cute. That works. Cute. Okay, so we have Diamond.
Max. Sorry, You're gonna explain what happened,
Yes,
right?
yes, I will.
Hey. We okay?
What do you think it all means? Why you? Or Safi?
Big questions. I don't know.
I used to ask myself stuff like that all the time.
Come up with any answers?
No.
No. But I did fuck up a lot of my relationships in the process. Wouldn't recommend it.
How are we supposed to walk around knowing something like that could happen?
That's fair. That's fair.
You already handle that. Every day.
You know, fair enough.
Anything could happen at any moment.
Okay, Max.
Be hit by a car.
Max.
Struck by lightning.
You're right.
Is this your
but,
pep talk?
Right. Thank you, Diamond. That was not great. Lovely. Okay. Okay, so the statements are still a thing. Users turn off comments. I wonder why. I wonder why. Almost like nobody likes you because you're a piece of shit. Okay. Alright. Soup of the week.
Amanda told me if I bailed today, I'd have to taste test the new soup. No, thank you.
Peanut clam chowder, because it's like two of the both of the soups that were on the soup voting thing before. There's the peanut soup and the clam chowder, and now it's like combined into both. You know, I'd be willing to try it. Just saying.
You're the one who's been texting me for days.
We got Reggie and Vin.
I can't hear that humming sound anymore.
Yep.
There's only one world now.
Yeah.
No more doorways to other timelines.
Okay, well, let's talk to Reggie and Vin.
Hey, Max. Our Lady of the Storm.
Wow, let's not do that. How are you guys holding up?
Probably as well as they can possibly be.
My whole world has been rocked. You rocked my world.
Calm down, Reggie. He's been drinking, hasn't he?
I remember a bunch of things happening that I plan to repress until I have a spectacular nervous breakdown at age 40.
Ah, age 40. You have it planned out. Good to know. Lean on each other. Therapy is great,
At
too.
least you're in
Like, both of
this
them are
together.
good, but I want to talk about
Yeah. I don't know what I would have done if I was there by myself.
For now, I just want to get through this election.
that. You know,
Right.
fair.
The Abraxas election.
Fair.
So you're not stepping down?
I'd ask how you know that, but at this point, Caulfield, if you grew another head, I wouldn't even blink.
Yeah.
I'll get right on that.
Well, good to see that Reggie and Vin are
think that's
together, it
everyone.
seems. Oh, shit.
Okay, Moses.
Hold on, no. Interesting. So, yeah, she's still not doing well, clearly.
Let's give them the talk.
Yeah, guess we should.
That storm seemed kind of evil, all I'm saying.
Hey, Diamond? I'd like to get a photo for the end of the year. Mind if I...
Okay.
I was hoping she'd be a little more enthused.
Considering everything.
Do you blame Safi for what happened?
Oh,
I just want to know she's okay.
yeah.
Not an answer.
It's complicated.
It's very complicated. I didn't get a snapshot of them.
Do you guys mind if I take a picture?
Hell yes. Put us in the next Caulfield collection.
Reggie's opening up a lot more.
They're kind of a cute couple,
Ah,
honestly.
they definitely are. Retake because... get closer. Oh, there we go. There we go. Cute. I ship it. Oh, hold on. There we go. That'll work. Not shit, wrong button.
Everything's
I'm
changing.
happy for them. I'm super happy for them.
I'm not sure what I'll do when you graduate.
You've got Tony.
What do you say to a picture?
We never met
For old
Tony.
time's sake?
Moses has hypothermia. And now, crippling anxiety.
Yeah, fair.
I can never have enough shots of Moses. Smile like when we saw that meteor shower on the roof.
I couldn't smile. My face was frozen.
Just do it, you big doof.
Nice.
Hey, if something happened in the storm, I mean, if you want to talk about anything,
I'm fine, all right? Jesus. I'm sorry.
A lot of shit going on. I can't blame any of them for...
Pretty shell-shocked.
Yeah,
yep.
absolutely.
How about you? Still excited to have double memories?
I can't be the only one. Seriously? Come on, it's fascinating.
I mean, sure.
Well, I feel better knowing you stood up to Safi. She cares what you think. Maybe it'll make a difference.
I mean, here's hoping. It's not over.
I don't think it's over. At least she knows I'll be hanging around if she tries anything bad.
Yeah.
And me. I'll be ready next time.
Hey. We're a team, right? I'll handle it with you.
Absolutely.
No more hiding or running away.
Do you think you'll ever go back to Arcadia Bay?
You really should.
It's finally starting to make
Yeah.
sense.
One day.
I never knew what to say when they'd say to call a friend. But I think it's starting to make sense. And I'll try to get it right. To have you on my side, I feel fine some days. I just wanna get it right.
I think it's time I explained a few things.
Yeah. Don't do this alone anymore, Max. Bring people in.
It won't always make sense. And I'm not proud of every decision I made. But
you don't walk away like the rest do. And suddenly I have so much more I could tell.
it's the truth. What's coming next is going to be difficult.
Yeah.
For all of us.
Have you on my side?
But we're going to get through it together.
Some days
I promise.
I just wanna get it right. And I know that I won't have to.
This time, I'm not going anywhere.
Good. She's learned. The song is loud. So we can speed this up. I just don't know if I should say anything because I don't know how loud like my voice is compared to the audio here at the moment. Because this is very loud in my headset. All the actors did a great job in this.
To have you on my side, I
Okay, well, I guess I could try to get some thoughts out here, but I'll talk more at the end as well. The thing I want to touch on right here, right now, is that I've heard a lot of people, like, complaining that this game isn't good, or at least isn't as good as, like, the first entries and whatnot. And a lot of these people are the ones who are like, oh, Life is Strange hasn't been, like, that great since the first game, or since at least Before the Storm. And a lot of the biggest issue I've seen people bring up has been the way it handled Max and Chloe's relationship. How if, like, you choose to have Chloe have survived, she leaves Max and everything. But for multiple reasons, that almost kind of has to have occurred. For this game to exist in the state like it is, like, there's almost no way to have made that properly work. And on top of that, it would have just always happened because that's Chloe's character. Like, a lot of people glamorize Chloe and act like she's this amazing person, or act like she's like, oh, because she has, like, horrific trauma, that she's incapable of doing anything truly wrong. And it's always been weird to me. And it's always been weird to me how much people glamorize her and Max's relationship as well. As if it's, like, healthy. Because it's not. It's very much an extremely toxic relationship. Chloe was always going to be someone who, if they got together, would leave her. It would never have worked out. That's just how it is. Because unless Chloe, like, took the time to go to therapy, work on herself, and become a better person, it just wouldn't happen. And the problem is, a lot of people think that just being with Max would be enough to save Chloe from herself. That's not the case. Chloe had too much trauma, had too much pain, and was too far gone in terms of who she was as a person to just be fixed by, like, one other person. She needed actual therapy. She needed, you know, a support system, kind of like what Max has at the end here. She needed more than just a single person. And the problem is, she didn't let anybody else become that for her. She didn't let Joyce become that. She didn't let anyone else into her life besides Max. And that was her problem. She refused to let people in. And the thing is, Max made the same mistake at the end. If you choose to sacrifice Chloe and save Arcadia Bay, that's kind of a big point in this game, in this sequel game. Max made the same mistake by running away and basically abandoning all of the people of her past. She chose to run away rather than to face her problems, get therapy, get help, etc., etc. That's why this entire game happened. That's why everything in this game occurred. Because Max refused to properly handle her trauma. The only difference is that Max learned from that. And even when, you know, running from it, she didn't use it to manipulate and take it out on others like Chloe did. Because that's the thing, Chloe's trauma from her childhood, losing her father and everything, fucked her up. But she chose to become aggressive. She chose to take it out on other people and treat them as the enemy. Rather than, you know, try to face it with any semblance of humility or positivity or anything. Like, running from it isn't healthy, but it's still healthier than lashing out. questionable things in how she handled it, but Chloe was, like, again, very toxic and aggressive and terrible towards others, especially to Max. Like, the entire relationship was manipulative and toxic as fuck. She was, and here's the thing, I think she did love Max, and I think Max loved her. Whether you see that love as friendship or romantic, the case is the same. That love existed, but Chloe did not know how to handle that, especially following the trauma of losing someone she loved. And because of that, she ended up becoming like a really bad person. And could she have gotten better? Yes, absolutely. But the biggest point of her at the end of the first game saying to Max to let her go, telling Max to let her die for the sake of Arcadia Bay, Chloe choosing that is her being better. Her choosing that is her choosing to actually, break that toxicity, to be a better person.
I can't recall.
If you choose to save her instead and lose all of Arcadia Bay, one, that adds extra trauma to Chloe because of her mother, who she did still love, and various other people, just the entire town being wiped out for her. Like, that would add a lot of extra trauma, and that would not solve the problem. That would actually exacerbate it. That would make her trauma and her pain and her toxicity worse. Especially because you're not listening to what she herself is telling you to do. You think Chloe's going to, like, stay in a relationship with Max after all of that? No. That would never survive. This game handles things so much better in terms of the relationship stuff because Max and Amanda actually fucking talk to each other about it and handle it in a very healthy way. Amanda, setting boundaries with Max and her telling Max, I don't know if I can handle this right now, but give me some time and maybe you can bring me back afterwards. It's like, that is so healthy. For them to just talk about it and express their emotions, express their pain, express their trauma, and agree that that has to be worked past before they can commit to a relationship. That's, like, actively so much better than anything Chloe and Max have. And on top of that, like I said, Max has a support network now. At the end of the first game, she pretty much had no one. Like, she still had friends and everything, but no one that she could open up to and trust with, everything that she had been going through, everything that had happened. No matter which option you choose. I mean, if you choose to save Chloe, like, that's the only person she even has left in the world. At that point, pretty much. Except maybe her parents, I guess. But, I don't know. Were her parents in Arcadia Bay? Or were they, like, outside of it? I think they're supposed to be in Arcadia Bay. You never actually meet them. Honestly, the texts we saw from them in this game was more than we ever had from them in the first. But the point is, Max, if you choose to save Chloe, Chloe's the only person left in her life. And again, that relationship is built on toxic, terrible ideals and stuff, and it's never going to last. It's never going to be healthy. And if you choose to sacrifice Arcadia Bay, or if you choose to sacrifice Chloe and save Arcadia Bay, the trauma and everything just fucks Max up. And no matter what, it's like, I mean, there's trauma either way, but no matter what, it just leaves her in a state where she can't really open up to people. So she ran away. She ran away and she came here eventually, settling in as the artist in residence. And she ended up forming connections here that were much healthier, much more stable, and in the end allowed her to have this support network to make her confident enough to not run away again. Not only did she learn her lesson from the first time, 10 years in the past, but she also just, you know, had people there who were willing to listen. She matured enough to know that she could let them in. That's the big difference here, and that's what makes this game honestly better than the first. I mean, there's other reasons too. I think the story is better. I think it's more tight. I think there's a lot better characters overall than in the first game. I think Max is a much better character than the first game, and I loved her in the first game. Max was my favorite character of the first game. But she's much better here because of how much she's matured, how much she's grown, and how much she grows during the course of this game. And honestly, if I had to like place a ranking just based off of initial impressions here, I'm obviously gonna have to think about it more before I'm like 100% sure, but I'd say this is probably my second favorite Life is Strange game. I think True Colors is still better. True Colors was just something really special, just nailed pretty much everything, and was just extremely satisfying with its conclusions and with where it went. I feel like this one was a little lighter in terms of everything, in terms of like what happened and all the intensity and action and stuff, which I'm fine with. The games aren't necessarily about all the action and everything, but you know, it's a case of like there's aspects of this game that just feel like lighter in tone than the first game, or even other games like True Colors and whatnot. And there's aspects that like feel like it's just kind of a proper conclusion to the first game as well. But there's also aspects that I think just aren't as well done as other ones. And it's something I'm definitely going to have to ponder and think about, something I'm really going to have to put forth time into to really get down. But I still love this game. And like I said, it's my second favorite if I'm going to rank it just based on my initial thoughts here. Just the way it handled everything, the way it concluded, the way it captured this character of Max like 10 years later. It feels like a proper conclusion, a proper callback to the first game, while also, you know, keeping and capturing stuff from the games that came since. It's pretty great, honestly. But I think that True Colors just does it a little bit better. Also, what's going on? Oh, we have a little post-credits scene here. Okay. So we got Diamond. Yeah, Diamond's still not Diamond very much not doing well.
Shit.
Well, that's a problem.
Shit.
Is it nosebleeds?
We're gonna have to get you a blood transfusion.
Oh.
What the fuck are you doing here?
You remember me. That's flattering.
Yes.
I've seen nosebleeds like that before.
Does Diamond have a power now?
So you can run, or you can follow me and get some answers.
Is this gonna lead into like a sequel or maybe a DLC?
Your choice.
Because True Colors had a DLC. Yeah, because Diamond was the one of them at the end there, the one of our friends who wasn't quite on board with things. Max Caulfield will return! We have confirmation! We're getting more! Oh shit! We're getting more! Whether it's a DLC or another game, we are getting more. Oh shit, that's huge! Oh, that's so good! So, are we just gonna follow Max then, at least for now, for continued Life is Strange games? Not really go back to doing the entire, different characters, different situations and everything? Because I actually really liked that the series was doing that. Of course, like I said, it might just end up being a DLC, which I'm all good for, too, because, again, True Colors had a DLC. Either way, like, I'm excited for more. And the fact that we have, like, active confirmation there that more is coming, specifically with Max, and we have a post-credit scene showing Safi and Diamond, it's like, oh, shit's going down. Diamond is going to have a power? What's her power going to be? Because it's like, you have time manipulation. You have shape-shifting. What's her power? Plot twist. Safi ends up getting, like, the brothers from Life is Strange 2. Ends up getting Alex. Just forming this, like, this brotherhood of mutants. She becomes Magneto. If it actually goes in that direction, that's going to be fucking amazing. Also, if it actually combines everything and brings in characters from the other games too, that would be amazing. That would be something I would adore seeing. But either way, let's talk about our choices. So, this one, most people agreed with Safi, but Safi feels like you have abandoned her like everyone else. Yeah, I don't blame her for that. I was very mixed on this. This was a tough decision. I did agree with what Max was saying in the end, though. Like, Safi, like, trying to, like, use her powers to, like, again, find other power users and, like, form this kind of secret society or something, and, like, she had this almost superiority complex about it all. And I just wasn't on board with that. So I stand by my decision here in the end, but it was a very tough decision. And I understand why most people agreed. I do. Graffiti critic. Oh. I didn't know I could do that. Well, I also missed a Polaroid in the Blackwell bathroom, to be fair, so... Yeah. I did not find Loretta in the storm, and most people didn't either. Yeah, I wonder what that would have been like. I wonder where she was, because I looked around, and it's like, where was she? There wasn't many places I could go, that's the thing. In the bowling alley and all. Speaking of, I did not reflect at the bowling alley. Most people didn't. Though it seems like most people just didn't reflect on at any of the reflection points. Okay, nightstand librarian. I looked at all the books on the motel nightstand. Oh yeah, I did that. So it's look at all of them, look at some of them, or don't look at any of them. I was in the majority that looked at all of them. Especially once I saw the second one and noticed they were changing. I kind of wanted to hear what all the dialogue would be on that. Chloe's lockpicks. I reminisced on Chloe's. Yeah, of course I was going to. Like, even if I didn't, like, I didn't realize it was Chloe's lockpick set at first. But I was looking around at everything. With what was going on, I needed to look around at things. Ooh, Loretta's attitude. Loretta had a change of heart. Okay, so we got the good ending with Loretta there, which is good. I even mentioned that when we got to that. Like, I like that she seemed to see the error of her ways and all. So I'm glad. I'm glad we got the good ending, and most people did. Reggie's feelings. Reggie and Vince have reconciled? Why is that in question marks? Oh, Reggie can be upset that you kissed Vin. I mean, that makes sense. I didn't kiss Vin, though, so... Okay, so most people have the reconcile part, and... I don't know why that's in question marks, because they absolutely were together at the end there. And you could just not speak with Reggie in the North Quad as well. 73% Vin plans to run again. Oh, so that can actually change. That's interesting. Okay. I assume that's based on, like, how we've talked to Vin and helped him and stuff. That's okay. Cool. Gwen's next move. Oh, interesting. Oh, we're not in the majority, but it's pretty close. Gwen chose to move on. Oh, there would have been an option to keep fighting the committee's decision? the moving on, like, ended out pretty well. It's like she seemed like she and her wife were going to be good together and happy together and everything. But I wish what did I do wrong for the fighting the committee's decision? Should I have, like, gotten the thing out of the trash can when I did? Would that have been what had caused it? Damn, I really wish I could have gotten that. At least it's not the bad option. I feel like accepted the committee's decision would have been the bad option there. And the 48% and 39% are pretty close, so I can't be too upset. But I really wish I had gotten to be part of that 48%. I really do. Yasmin's attitude. Interesting. So most people, 83%, like vast majority, had the board force Yasmin out. I'm in the vast minority there, 5% with Yasmin fighting the board. That's interesting. That's really interesting. Or Yasmin can voluntarily step down. The thing is, with the stuff that Yasmin had done, like I said, it was bad stuff, but I still stand by that she's not a bad person. She was just very misguided and did bad things. And should she be punished for that? To a degree, I would say probably. But it's like, I don't even know exactly what I chose to get to that to that specific point. So, meanwhile, 50-50 in terms of the after the storm reflection in the North Quad. Okay. And then talking to Moses about Safi. So this one has 4 things, but there is a notable majority one, which is Max told Moses she wasn't giving up. I have the 25%, which is the next highest, mind you, which is saying that she'll be here if Safi comes back. There's also Max telling Moses Safi was justified, which I would never choose. And Max telling Moses that she's done with Safi for good. The thing is, I thought I only had 2 choices. Because the choices it gave me when I was talking to Moses there was the one I chose, that I'll be here, and then there was the done. There was one that just said, I'm done. So it probably depends on, like, if you chose to side with Safi or not. And it said most people did agree to her before, so that's probably why most people also have telling Moses that she wasn't giving up. That would be my guess. Because I didn't get that specific choice. But, like, the choice that Max, with what Max said and everything, basically saying if she tries to do anything, like, Max will be here and everything, it's like, honestly, yeah. Like, not giving up on Safi sounds like a good option, too. It seems to go against just saying she was justified. Yeah, it's a tough one. But I think I chose the right options there for what I was given. Okay, and that's everything. So there are extras here, but yeah, choices credits. So I haven't heard anything about a possible DLC or any kind of sequel stuff yet. But I will absolutely pay attention to that, because if a DLC comes out, absolutely gonna get it. If a next game comes out, I'll get that for sure. This was a fantastic play. This was such a great game. Like I said, it's my second favorite of the series after True Colors. It's not perfect. It has a couple issues, but I don't think it has the issues that some people are saying it has. But it's still, like, really good, really fantastic. And it's a great, like, follow-up to the first game. I'm very excited to apparently see more. We have confirmation that Max is going to be back. We have confirmation that Diamond apparently has a power now. Like, shit seems to be going down and it's setting things up. I'm very excited to see what that means. And I was kind of making a joke about it, but if we did get a game that brought everything together, brought in Sean and Daniel from the second game, brought in Alex from True Colors, and everything as well, I would be so fucking hyped for that. That would be so cool. But that raises the question, what's next? So where are we going to go from here for the Tuesday-Thursday slot? Well, there's a couple games I've been thinking about getting to next. There's a couple things I've been, like, mulling around in my head. And I think that there's, as much as this is a series, a franchise that I have been very heavily a fan of since the first game came out in, like, what was it, 2015? There's a game from a series that I have never been into. I tried once to get into this series, could not get into it for the life of me, but a lot of people were saying that the remake is worth checking out. I mean, I believe it was nominated for Game of the Year, and the second part, the second game in this remake, is nominated this year. It's worth checking out. The next game for the Tuesday-Thursday slot will be the Final Fantasy VII Remake. Like I said, I tried once to get into Final Fantasy, could not get into it, but I'm definitely interested in checking out the remake and seeing if maybe I can get into it with the newer graphics, newer style, etc., etc. I want to give it a chance, and we're going to give it a chance. So that is taking over next, the Final Fantasy VII Remake. We're going to be getting into that right away. In the meantime, thank you so much, as always, for tuning in. If you have any last-minute thoughts on Life is Strange Double Exposure, please feel free to leave those in the comments below. I'm very much wanting to talk to people about this, see what their thoughts are. So let me know yours. Thank you again. And for now, I'm Connie, and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.